shit, let me pop it. Spend too much time in the cell sitting idle. Try black suicidal, and I put that on the Bible. I wasn't having shit, niggas was passing me, looking back at me like I ain't shit. Now I'm the shit, and this that shit, and whenever I spit it be turned up lit, it be turned up lit.
Smoke royalty. What is smoking with y'all, man? We is here. And we got John the Don versus Chef Trez. You know what I mean? I don't know why I haven't recapped this battle. You feel me? But this was a slick fire battle. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be real with y'all. Y'all probably not gonna like what I'm about to say. But either way, here it goes. Y'all make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You feel me? We about to get off into it. John the Don, let us be motherfucking fans. You hear me? Don't be telling us what we can and what we can't do. What we ain't got to do. We know this. We don't need John to tell us this. We can react if we want to react. We don't have to react if we don't want to react. We know this. We know this. Listen, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like this, right? When people say, or when battle rappers say, y'all ain't gotta react. I understand what y'all doing for y'all, right? But understand how it looks on camera. Understand how it feels to the consumer. You know what I mean? Don't tell us what we gotta do. Rap, nigga. We came to see you rap, and by gummit, rap. You know what I mean? However, I feel like this, right? I feel like Chef Trez in the first round, he came out shooting. You know what I mean? He didn't have no rebuttals. You know what I mean? He couldn't rebuttal, you know what I mean? Because he went first. However, the writtens was potent. You feel me? I found myself hitting that motherfucking reaction button like a motherfucker. You know what I mean? Straight up. We got to get a better reaction button too. URL. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on with that. But either way, we ain't talking about that right now. We talk about the battle that's on that. You feel me? And then Chef Trez goes. I mean, not Chef Trez, but John the Don goes, right? And it's kind of dry. I'm going to be real with you. And I'm not talking about his round is kind of dry. Just the room is kind of dry. You feel me? Maybe they expecting lead ups and shit like this, but I do see, or I did hear the fireness that John the Don did have in that first round. In my opinion, it just wasn't enough for that first round. That first round, Chef Trez was going crazy. You hear me? He was going crazy. Listen, I'm going to be real with you. This was a highly, heavily Atlanta battle around this motherfucker. I didn't know it was going to be like that. You know what I mean? However, I got Chef Trez taking the first round. Pretty clear. And I feel like John knows it too, because he was telling people, like, he telling the crowd, y'all ain't got to react, whatever. Nigga, we know. Nigga, we know. And then the second round, the crowd was kind of like not letting Chef Trez get his bars out. It was like, niggas, I don't know if they was talking or if they was reacting to the previous bar, because you know Chef Trez is kind of layered with his bar structure, right? So they might just be like, oh, that's what, you know what I mean, and throwing Chef Trez off type shit. You feel me? Or not throwing him off, but just interrupting him. You know what I mean? Especially after the rebuttal. Y'all already know Chef Trez is one of them with the rebuttals. This nigga John in the first round had basically telling Chef Trez, like, you can't rebuttal facts. You know what I mean? There's nothing that you can rebuttal. You know what I mean? But rebuttal it, nigga. Like, it's kind of like trying to set him up, but it worked out for Chef Trez. It worked out in Chef Trez's favor in that second round. After this rebuttal, it was just like, niggas was trying to, you know what I mean? Chef Trez's second is the longest round of the battle. Let's just put it like that. You know what I mean? It's the longest round of the battle, maybe like 8 minutes or close to it, 7 minutes. And it's not just, it's not as that his material was like he had a lot of material, right? But it's more so of the crowd. You know what I mean? He got some fire in there. He was punching in there. You know what I mean? But then John the Don goes. John the Don was rapping in the second round, son. You know what I mean? Still telling us we ain't gotta react. Nigga, we is gonna react to what we want to react to. Nigga, quit telling us what we can and cannot do. Oh, shit. But nah, I feel like that second round, you can go either way with that second round, depending on your preference. You can go Chef Trez, you can go John the Don. It don't matter. That second round is super close. You know what I mean? I went back to look at my reactions afterwards. I have, be real with you, I have Chef Trez winning the second round by 1. And that's just the reaction. You know what I mean? How I really feel about it is it can go either way. You know what I mean? I might have to watch that second round again, you know what I mean? To definitively pick a winner for the second round, you know what I mean? However, I reacted more times for Chef Trez, but I do feel like John did enough to slight edge it. You know what I mean? The energy was there, it was turned. But then again, you could say the same thing about Chef Trez in the second round, my nigga. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. You feel me? And then the third round. Chef Trez goes, and it's more the same. Well, I ain't gonna say more the same, but he's trying to talk to John. You know what I mean? And the rebuttals kind of didn't, you know what I mean, do too good. You know what I mean? But they landed, but they didn't. If that makes sense. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And you had a few people tell, oh, that's fire. You know what I mean? Like, but it wasn't like a true rebuttal haymaker that we know Chef Trez for. You know what I mean? But he was talking to John in this second round. You know what I mean? The third round. And I know maybe John was receiving it well, but I don't feel like the crowd was receiving it well. You know what I mean? I feel like the crowd wanted to just hear more bars, more, you know what I mean, entendres, more setups, more metaphors. You feel me? I don't know if they really wanted to hear a talking round. You know what I mean? But they were still giving it up for bro. You know what I mean? And then John the Don goes, and be real with you. John, the third round is close too. The third round is close too. You feel me? I would be real with y'all, bro. The third round was close, and it would not be a true statement to state anything of the sort other than it's close. You know what I mean? No matter on who you got winning the third round, the second and the third round is the closest rounds. Like the first round, I got Chef Trez by a mile. Second round is up in the air. I don't know right now. I got reactions for one person, and how I feel is for another person. You know what I mean? So I don't know. But the third round, I do feel like this. John. Just the whole Atlanta angle up in Atlanta, you know what I mean? Like, I would have much rather you know what I mean, just start barring this nigga, you know what I mean? And then the multiple choice kind of didn't hit that hard. Like, I like the way it started off, but the Crip throwing up nubs, and like, I don't know. Like, maybe the multiple choice could have been a lot better. And then you said, there's one thing that stuck out for me in the third round that you said that, you know what I mean, without him, there wouldn't be enough. Without John, there wouldn't be enough for Chef Trez to rep. That is inaccurate, my brother. Enough has been enough since being enough. You feel me? NAWF. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the niggas on the north side. You feel me? Shout out to all my niggas on the east side. Shout out to all my niggas on the west side. But you already know, you can't forget the south side, huh? Zone 4, Zone 3, all that. You feel me? Man, shout out to Atlanta, man. I definitely had so much fun in Atlanta, and that's what John was getting at in this third round as well. Like, even though I was from New York, I was still out here stepping. You know what I mean? I'm still out here doing me, like having fun. Like, I've spent more time in Atlanta than I have in New York, type shit. You know what I mean? And I can relate to that. You know what I mean? I can definitely relate to that. Being that I'm from another area, but then I'm from North Carolina, but then, you know what I mean, moved to Atlanta, or I moved around a bit, but I moved to Atlanta on some young shit, you know what I mean? And been rocking out ever since, type shit, you feel me? However, I do got Chef Trez 2-1. This battle can go either way. I got Chef Trez first and third. Right now, I did give John the second, but even that is close. I have more reactions for Chef Trez than what I do for John. But I feel like John won. I don't know. I don't know, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this down in the comments below. Y'all make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You dig? Salute for those that deserve it. You feel me? And as always, man, I love the hell out of y'all. King.
My ace is bowling, I can't control it. Ella brought motor, still driving slowly. Yeah, Ratatouille done ran into a cobra. Yeah, my nigga smoker really smokes on. Rio, the great Bambino, money like a phone.